Hello children, welcome back to my channel. Now I am dealing with 6th class maths, that is ratio and proportion. This topic I am dealing. We have some more part of it that I am going to do now. Now this is about proportion we are talking about. Ratios we have completed. Now proportion. What is this proportion? Suppose you have two ratios. Let the first ratio is equal to A is to B and second ratio is equal to C is to D, and if A is to B is equal to C is to D, then we write it as A is to B is as C is to D. What is this symbol? How will you call? We read it as A is to B is as C is to D. So that you will understand clearly, children. That is why I am writing this. A is to B is equal to C is to D. This is proportion. In this case, then we say that, then we say that the two ratios, the two ratios are in proportion. This is the meaning of proportion. This proportion is dealing with two kinds of ratios. How is it? Suppose first ratio is A is to B and second ratio is C is to D. Then whatever is the value that you are getting for A is to B, if it is equal to C is to D, then we say that A is to B is as C is to D. So how it has to be read? I have written it here. You see, we read it as A is to B is as C is to D. So if you have got like this, then we say that they are in proportion. So for this, let me give you an example. What is the example? Uh, let the first ratio is equal to 2 is to 6. If it is 2 is to 6, we will be writing 2 by 6. That is 1 by 3. That means it is 1 is to 3. Second ratio is equal to 7 is to 21. So we will write 7 by 21. That is also 1 by 1 is to 3. So since we are getting these two ratios as the same, we will say that 2 is to 6 is as 7 is to 21. These two are same ratios. But listen, children, when we are talking about this, A is to B and C is to D, I said if A is to B is equal to C is to D, this is equal to is possible only when these two are co-primes. That means after simplifying the ratio, what simplified value we are getting, if those simplified values are equal, then we can say that two ratios are in equal proportion. So in this case, if these two are ratios, then let us write about product of extremes. Product of extremes. So product of extremes means what? These two are extremes. 2 into 21, that is 42. So then product of means. What are means, children? these two are called means. These are extremes and these are means. Means means the middle ones. 6 into 7 is equal to 42. See, these two are also same. So, if we can write a common note, if A is to B is as C is to D, C is to D, then A into D will be equal to B into C. This is a property which you should learn, children. This property you should have in your mind so that if you have any type of sums of this kind, you can do it very easily. This is a small introduction of a proportion, children. Please copy it. Now, children, the example problem we will be doing. What is this example problem says? Example 7. Raju and Bharat bought 20 pencils. They have purchased 20 pencils. Raju contributed 12 rupees. Raju has contributed 12 rupees, means he has given 12 rupees, and Bharat has contributed 18 rupees. They wanted to distribute the pencils. See, pencils. So, actually, children, according to amount that they have contributed, accordingly, they should get the number of pencils. But what Bharat said that let us take 10 pencils each. You take 10 pencils, I'll take 10 pencils, he said. But Raju said, no, no, it is not correct. You have to take, that is, Bharat has to take 12 pencils and I should take only 8 pencils. He said so. So the question is, who is right? Whose ratio is correct? And you have to justify it. So let us see. Raju, amount contributed, money contributed. Let me write ratio of money contributed. Ratio of money contributed. So how will you get? First to Raju is to Bharat. These two have contributed. How much they have contributed? Raju contributed 12 rupees, is to Bharat contributed 18 rupees. That means 12 by 18. 6 twos are 6 threes are. So the ratio is 2 is to 3. So this is the ratio. Now let us talk about the first bit. According to according to Bharat, the ratio, according to Bharat, the ratio of pencils. Ratio of pencils. This we are talking about. That is Raju is to Bharat is equal to what he said? He said 10 pencils each. That means 10 to Raju is to 10 to Bharat. That is 10 by 10. That is 1 by 1. 1 is to 1. So we will say that 1 is to 1 is not equal to 2 is to 3. Therefore, it is incorrect. This way he cannot uh, distribute the pencils because these two ratios are not equal. So, second bit according to Raju. Second one according to Raju. What is that? The ratio of pencils. The ratio of pencils. Here also Raju is to Bharat. Be careful, children, when you are writing the ratios. The order should be same. First one we have taken Raju is to Bharat. So everything should be in Raju is to Bharat ratio. Don't take it in Bharat is to Raju ratio. So Raju is to Bharat means here also I took Raju is to Bharat. Now I have to take Raju is to Bharat. But what they say, Raju said 12 for Bharat and 8 for him. So for Raju 8 is to 12 for Bharat. That is nothing but 8 by 12. 4 twos are 4 threes are. It is 2 by 3. That means 2 is to 3. Now you see here. Here you have got 2 is to 3. Here also you have got 2 is to 3. So 2 is to 3 is equal to 2 is to 3 we have got. Therefore, Raju, what is the question they have given? Who is correct? Raju is correct. Why? Because the ratio that is taken is same in this case, but it is not same here, children. This is example 7. Note it down. Now we are going to do unitary method, children. What is this unitary method? This you can understand well with an example. That is, we will take example 8. Example 8. In this example 8, the question is, if the cost of 12 pencils is rupees 24, then find the cost of 10 pencils. Find the cost of 10 pencils. This is the question, children. See here, you have got 12 pencils cost 24 rupees. So to know 10 pencils cost, first you should understand what is the cost of one pencil and then multiply that by 10 to get the answer. That means whatever is the value that you are getting, you are converting it into single item, unit item. So we call it as unitary measure. So unitary measure means what? Some amount or certain numbers will be given to you. So a ratio of certain numbers, you have to make it to a single term, that is unit, one unit. That you have to multiply with whatever is the number that is asked. In this problem, what did they say? 12 pencils, they said at 24 rupees. So since the 12 pencils are costing 24 rupees, you should find out what is the cost of one pencil. After knowing one pencil, multiply it by 10, you will be getting the answer. So this kind of solving the problems are called unitary method. Means you are converting that into single unit and then you are getting the answer. You are multiplying it with the number which is given in the problem to get the answer. So let us see here. 12 pencils cost 24 rupees. So first you find out what is one pencil cost. Costs. How much? This is the question. 12 pencils cost, you can even draw a line here. 12 pencils cost rupees 24. One pencil cost how much? That means you are going to get 1 into 24 by 12. This into this by 12, normal this thing, normal calculation which you have learned in your previous class. 12 ones are 12 twos are. So how many? 2 rupees. So one pencil costs rupees 2. How many pencils you want? 10 pencils. So 10 pencils cost how much? 10 into 2, that is rupees 20. This is the answer. This is how you need to do this sums, children. This is example 8. Note it down. Next one, children. That is example 9. The problem is the cost of 6 bottles of juice 210 rupees. Find the cost of 4 bottles of juice. So what is cost of 6 bottles of juice? How much? Rupees 210. Then you have to find out cost of 1 bottle of juice. How much? This is how much. So how will you write? 201 into 210 by 6. So how will you get, children? 6 threes are 18, 3 6 fives are 30. This is 35. So the cost is rupees 35. Now we need to find out cost of 4 bottles of juice. 4 bottles of juice will be equal to 4 into 35. So how much? 4 fives are 20, 12 to 14. 140 rupees is the answer, children. Please note it down. This is example 9. Now we are going to do the next exercise, children. Exercise 11.4. In this, the first problem is, if 3 apples cost rupees 45, how much would be the cost of 5 apples? So, cost of 3 apples, how much? Rupees 45. So, you have to find out cost of 1 apple. 1 apple is how much? So, 1 into 45 by 3. 3 ones are 3 fives are, that is 15 rupees is cost of 1 apple. So you want cost of 5 apples. Cost of 5 apples is equal to 5 into 15. 5 fives are 25, 5 ones are 5 to 7. Rupees 75. This is the answer for the first problem, children. Please note it down. Now, second problem, children. The cost, Lakshmi bought 7 books for 56 rupees. How much would she pay for 3 books? So, cost of 7 books. How much? Rupees 56. So, what is cost of 1 book? Is how much? So, 1 into 56 by 7. 7 ones are 7 8 are. That is rupees 8. 1 book costs 8 rupees. So what is cost of 3 books? Cost of 3 books is equal to 3 into 8, that is rupees 24. 24 rupees is the cost of 3 books, children. Please note it down. Third problem, children. See, children, when I am writing the problem on the board, I am little bit changing the problem which is given in your textbook. You can open your textbook and see. Total, I am not writing. What is required to solve the problem? That only I am little bit. I am manipulating the problem and I am writing. Please bear with me. So, Reena wants to prepare vegetable palav. She needs 300 grams of rice to feed 4 people. So, if she wanted to cook vegetable palav for 4 people, she needs 300 grams of rice. Now, how much rice is needed to prepare for 7 people? Suppose she needs to prepare it for 7 people. Suddenly, she got guests, 3 more guests. So, total 7 people she has to, for 7 people she has to prepare. So, how much rice she needs? That is the question. So, what is the weight of rice? I'll write it as weight of rice for 4 people is 300 grams. So we need to find out first weight of rice for 1 person is how much? So 1 into 300 by 4. 4 sevens are 28, 4 fives are, that is 75 grams she need. So weight of rice needed for 7 people is equal to, you have to take 7 multiply it with 75. 7 5s are 35, 7 7s are 49, 52. 525 grams of rice is needed. This is the answer for this third problem, children. Please note it down. Fourth sum, children. Fourth sum is cost of 16 chairs is 3600 rupees. Find the number of chairs can be purchased for 4500. This is little bit different from that of earlier problems, children. Here they have given the amount that they are spending. You need to find out how many number of chairs they are getting. Actually, 16 chairs cost, they said 3600. So he said, I'm having 4500 rupees. So how many chairs I'll get? That is the calculation that you have to do. So first, cost of 16 chairs is 3600 rupees. So find out first cost of one chair. One chair is how much? So 1 into 3600 by 16. 16 ones are 16 twos are 32, 4 you'll get 40, that is 16 twos are 32, 8 16 fives are 80. So 225. So you are getting cost of one chair. How much rupees? 225. How much amount he is having? Rupees 4500 he is having. How many chairs he will be getting? This is the question. One chair costs 225 rupees. 4500 rupees means how many chairs? This you have to count like this. 4500 into, always see this side you have written means this into this. This side you have written this into this. 4500 into 1 by 225. So let us simplify. 5 fours are 20, 5 fives are 25, 5 nines are 45, 0 0. 9 fives are 45, 9 ones are 0 0. So 5 ones are 5 twos are 0. So 20. Therefore, what we will be writing? Number of chairs. Number of chairs can be purchased. Therefore, number of chairs can be purchased for rupees 4500 is equal to 20 chairs he can purchase. This is the answer, children. Please note it down. This is fourth sum. Now fifth problem, children. A train moving at a constant speed covers a distance of 90 kilometers in 2 hours. A train is moving with the same speed, constant speed means same speed, and it is covering 90 kilometers in 2 hours. Now the distance that the train has to move is 40 kilometers. So the question is, what is the time taken to cover 540 kilometers? So 90 kilometers distance is covered in 2 hours. 90 kilometers distance is covered in how many? 2 hours. So 1 kilometer distance is covered in how many hours? So 1 into 2 by 90. 2 ones are 2 fours are 2 fives are. So 1 by 45 hours it takes to cover 1 kilometer. So distance to be covered. How much distance it has to cover? 540 kilometers. So time taken to cover 540 kilometers is equal to 1 by 45 into 540. So 5 9s are 5 1s are 0, 5 8s are 9 1s are 9 2s are, that is 12. So time taken to cover 540 kilometers is 12 hours. This is the answer for this problem, children. Please note it down. So with this, I am going to end up today's class. In the next class, I will be teaching the other part of this exercise.